There's no such thing as a limiting belief. There isn't. I'm going to prove to you this weekend there's no such thing as a limiting belief. They're just beliefs. Your judgment on it makes it limiting. Well, wait a minute. You're saying, I don't understand. Right? Because the whole puzzle is a completely different equation. For so many of you, I know your struggles. I do. Don't let me sit here with this studio and all this fool you. I know what it's like to be in a journey, trying to figure out your life, trying to figure out what the next step is, and being stuck. And we call it wealth, but being stuck, not being able to live the life you want to, go where you want to go, how to get there, and just kind of stuck in this position. I don't even care if you have money. I don't care if you have money. Some of you make a lot of money. Some of you make like too much money. Too much money that you're bored. Too much money that you don't know what to do with it. You're like, what do I do with all this money? And as you can tell, I'm going to be honest, and sometimes I may drop shit or a I hope that's okay with you. I've done enough of these events, and I've spent so many of my years trying to be, in my early part of my life, trying to be not who I was. False, fake, put on the personas, put on the mask of here's who I am, here's who I'm supposed to be, here's what the world wants of me, instead of just realizing who I was. Instead of putting that myself and saying, this is who I am, like it or leave it, I'm here to serve. And that's the consciousness I'm going to bring you this weekend. It's not about the labels. It's not about the personas. Because you've all gone to personal development programs before. How many people have gone to a personal development program before? Personal development is about the persona of the masks that you're putting on. It's about the idealism of what someone else wants you to be. Whether it be happy or kind or sad or cruel or whatever it is. It's something someone else wants you to be rather than you being yourself. I don't have the biggest programs in the world because I'm looking for the people who actually want to make a change in themselves, who really want to know who they are on the inside, to heal their life. And heal is just an acronym I use at helping energy align with love. Those are the people that come into my world and say, Doc, teach me that. I'm not here to be your coach. I want you to understand, go get coaches. I'm here to be your doctor. I'm here to rewire your head so that you can live your life, not what somebody else wants for you. How about a life where you get to live the life you wanted? Remember that one when you were 7 years old or 8 years old or 15 years old and you dreamed about things that you would do? Remember that little kid? Where the is that kid? What is that person? Long gone. I remember I was 31 years old and my mother, and I was successful. I had a huge practice. I was making money. I had cars. I had the house. I had everything. And I had 2 kids. Everything was going great. Life was fantastic. But I was under so much stress to pay bills, to make sure, keep everybody happy, keep all the plates spinning. Anyone ever feel like that? You're just spinning plates all the time. I got to keep all the plates spinning. And if I don't, if a plate drops, I failed. And I was always angry. I was stressed. My mother, she came up to me and she grabbed me by my, like this. Hold on, I'm getting my mic right. She grabbed my face like this. And she looked at me. And she said, where's my son? I said, Mom, I'll stop that nonsense. Oh, Mom, you're just being silly. I'm like, you know how much pressure I have? You know how much responsibility? And she just stopped and she said, where's my son? The one who used to laugh, the one who used to sing, the one who used to whistle, the one who used to make everybody have a good time. Where's that guy? I said, oh, Mom, you don't understand. You're not in business. You don't get it. You're not an entrepreneur. And that, she said, I don't care. I don't even know what that means. She goes, all I'm asking you is, where's my son? And it's amazing how some people can say one sentence. They can talk their entire life, but it's one sentence that they say that could shift the course of your destiny, isn't it? I talk to my mom every single day. Tell me what she says every single day. I have no clue. I have no idea. But that one sentence reminded me of who I was. That one sentence made me ask the question, am I really wealthy? And I'll tell you what, I thought I was. I thought I kind of was. You know, I had what people wanted in society, right? Like, I'd done the things that, you know, you put up the vision boards and you look at the vision boards and you put them up and you stare at them and you cut them up. And you know what? You cut out those pictures and that and you put them on there and you look at it and you constantly look at it and you stare at it. And you're like, oh my God, like you're supposed to have 6-pack abs. Like that vision board was 30 years ago. I still haven't gotten that. I just want you to know that. Like, does that mean that I'm a bad human being? No, but it's on my vision board. It should come true. It should come true because it's on the board. And I wrote my goals down 3 times a day, and they were super smart because dumb goals were dumb, so I did smart goals. And if you've been around the industry a little bit, you know I'm poking some fun. right? You've done the SMART goals, and you look at it and say, hey, why the f- is my life still shit? Anyone ask yourself that question? What the hell? I'm doing all the things that everybody tells me to do to be successful. This guy says in order to achieve success, he puts on, he shows you his wife and his kids and the house in the background, and, it's like gigantic, and you're like, I want that. That's what I want. And then once I get that, I'll feel wealthy, I'll feel successful, I'll feel everything I want to have. But here's the truth of it. If you really wanted that, you would have already gotten it. Some of you are like, no, but Doc, I do want it. I do want all that. Great. Okay, great. I love that idea. But if I asked you the question, what does ultimately wealth mean to you? Most people will sit and say something about money. I started ask myself different questions. I started asking myself a different question, and the question was this, more so along the lines, like, how do people live the life of their dreams, right? Because I don't know why you showed up today. I don't know why you're here. I don't know what made you sit and say, I'm going to be here, and I want to grow my life. But there's something inside of you that I guarantee is asking you this question. It's asking you this question. I want more out of my life. I don't care what it is. You're all here because you're all saying something. I want more in my life. Now, if you look at that and you think about that for all of us, what does more look like? For most people, they don't know. They don't have an idea of what more looks like. They'll sit and say, yeah, I want money. I want cars. I want houses. I want money in the bank. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what you say you want. Or maybe you just want to make an extra $50,000 a year. Or maybe an extra $100,000 a year changes the course of your life. And you're stuck at this plateau and you can't hit six figures in your life. And like that six-figure plateau is such a big deal. Or maybe you're someone who's actually making more. And you're making $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year. And you're saying, you know what, that seven-figure number is a plateau. And the personal development industry will tell you that it's a limiting belief. You have limiting beliefs, that's why you can't cross it. You heard that shit before? Yes. And you should just go look at my Facebook ads. How many people hate me when I say there's no such thing as a limiting belief? There isn't. I'm going to prove to you this weekend there's no such thing as a limiting belief. They're just beliefs. Your judgment on it makes it limiting. And so when people look at it, they say, okay, well, then how do people live the life that they want? It's strategically done. And you, like I did, and we all crossed the same path where we went to seminars and events and programs. And I remember going to like an options seminar. Anyone ever been to one of those option stock seminars before? Yeah, I did. Then I went to real estate seminars, and I went out there. And then I went to like health seminars, and I did that. And then I saw different types of people. And I went to business seminars. And here's the funny thing about it, right? I went to business seminars, and I saw people were like super overweight at the business seminars. And then I went to the health seminars. True story. And then I went to the health seminars, and I saw people at the health seminars were horrible with money. I thought, what's going on here? Like there's an imbalance going on here. This isn't making a whole lot of sense inside this. And then I saw people who were going after the crypto space, like they were practically in their 20s, and they were just chasing their dreams. They were chasing riches and hoping that they get rich inside of it. And I realized that there was none of that. That's not either of it. Because inside of you, you've done the affirmations. You've done the statements. You've done the personal development stuff. You've said, hey, let me look at this world. You've read the books. You've read Think and Grow Rich. And you're like, okay, why am I not changing? Why is my life not growing? Why is my life not building inside of it? Because it's not about the pieces of your life that's stopping you. It's about the whole puzzle. Because you're taking segments of it and you're saying, hey, look, I can do business. Look, I need marketing. If I get more marketing, my business is going to grow. It's not. You may have a system in place, but the consciousness of your business never grows. You can have all the marketing you want to. You can have the best marketers in the world. I have. But the business, the life doesn't grow beyond the consciousness of the individual. So you'll make lots of money. You'll sit and say, hey, look, I got lots of cash. I'll make cash. And I can make money like that. But then what you'll do is you'll lose it. Or you'll find a spouse that comes along and locks it up and doesn't allow you to spend the money that you want to. But wait a minute. You're sitting and saying, I don't understand. Right? Because the whole puzzle is a completely different equation. Let me ask you a question. You guys tell me. You can put it in the chat box or you can just raise your hands. How many people here to this weekend want to make money but not have a connection with your family? Nobody. I didn't see a single hand go up. Interesting. Okay, fine. That's fine. You don't have to. Okay, but then how about this? How many people want more out of their business or their career or their entrepreneurial life? So how many people want a better career but less money? Wait a minute, guys. I don't understand. Okay, fine. Or how many people would want better business, more money? Money and business. Yes, but then no health. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the problem I want you to understand. Is that we say we want this piece of it, but we don't want to lose the other piece. The question of wealth is, how do we build the whole thing? How do we build the whole puzzle instead of pieces of the puzzle? We only focus on the pieces of the puzzle that we think are the problem.
Hey guys, if you like that video, click on the link over here and you're going to love the next video.